Hello, my name is Sebbi and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Sunday, October 24th, 2021. The cat was quite sad that I haven't brought it a fish last time. So now cat, now you will get your fish. I do have a delicious raw cod for you. Here you go. Are you happy? I think so. Oh, the cat is purring. Oh, this is amazing. This is so sweet. All right, cat is happy. Speaking of fish, let's see if the salmon is still. Yes, salmon is still there. Maybe it works. Maybe the fish is persistent. This is cool. Okay, let's catch a second salmon and maybe a third, so that we do have a little bit of a salmon school inside of that pond. This would be cool. Also, yeah, I wanted to build the guardrails around the Hall of Sports, and I think bright color would suit it best. So I think I like to go for birch wood. In this case, okay, I think the goal for today is catch some more fish and start growing some birch trees next to the construction site. Yes, cat, you will get maybe another fish at the end of this episode, hopefully. Let's do this. Let's get going. I think I will start with growing the trees first. I think I will just plant lots of birch trees next to the Hall of Sports, because we need them in the end. So I guess this would be a good start then. And I can go hunting for some salmon. But first let's store the pufferfish, the tripwire hook, the oak signs. Can go into the other chest. Horse, come on. And then we're good to go. Don't forget to bring the saplings. They are important. They are very important for growing some birch trees, because 43 birch logs. No, I don't think that this is enough. Could of course go also for. No, I don't think that this would really match the style. This would be too different, and the crimson fence would also not be that great. I mean, we can just have a quick look at the center of the world monument. I do have only 34 birch saplings, but that's fine. I mean, we can use most of them. Let's have a quick look at the the center of the world monument. Horse, come on, you need to stay here. Don't want you to wander off while I'm away. Let's take the minecart over to the center of the world monument. There I do have some crimson. We haven't done this in a while. This is cool. This is great. All right, center of no. Oh, dang it. Well, I hope we will. Please stop. Please. Okay, good. Yeah, we haven't been here in quite some time. Center of the world. I am in the center of the world. I hope no Enderman has. Oh no! Ooh. I hope no Enderman has placed some dirt inside the museum again. But yeah, I think the crimson also is not looking good. The crimson is nice for this center of the world monument situation, but it's not great for the Hall of Sports. So we will go for birch. We definitely go for birch. All right, nice. So let's grow some birch first, and then hunt for some more fish. I recently watched a Twitch stream where they played Detroit Become Human. It was a very cool role-playing game, or rather interactive movie or so. I don't know. I would totally call it an interactive movie. Sure, you do have some quick time events and you can make some decisions, but those are basically how you interact with the movie, and just tells you the story. So I found it so interesting watching that stream, and I was basically as excited watching this as I would be excited when watching a movie, as well as it was a similar interest in this like playing the game myself, I guess. And that's also the reason why I myself bought the game in the end, because I wanted to play it myself. I stopped watching the stream to not spoil myself, to don't know about all the various endings, because the game is so fantastic with respect to all the various options. You do have so many dialogue options, you do have so many ways how you can approach the game, and all of the different options result in different endings, different outcomes, different situations. And I found this very, very fascinating, very interesting. So I wanted to play the game myself. I don't want to get spoiled by watching the stream. So yeah, bought the game myself, and I'm really enjoying it. It's really a great game, and I still find it like a good movie or so, because you're really into the characters. You find this very exciting. What's going on? You identify would be the wrong word, but it really drags you in, and I really enjoy their storytelling. So this is super cool. I can really recommend that game. And yeah, as I said, it's like watching a good movie or so. So this is really a cool approach. And yeah, it's a different type of game, because normally all the other games, when I watch a stream or so, I think, hey, it would be much more cooler to play it myself, because it's like with sports also. Watching sports is super fun, super interesting, but doing sports myself is much better than, well, watching sports. So the same thing applies to playing. Ooh, we do have the first birch tree. This is nice. Same thing applies to games. Playing the games often is more interesting than watching them. Of course, I still watch some Let's Plays. I still watch some streams, and it's very interesting when I want to do other things while watching the stream, or when I just want to have a relaxed evening or so on my couch, instead of watching a movie or watching some series or so. It's also cool to just watch a stream and relax while doing this, or watch a stream while cooking or anything like this. But for this game, it's really like, okay, this is so cool. This is just great storytelling, and it has such a high replay value, because as said, there are so many choices, and there were often things where I thought, I would really like to play this later again. I don't want to talk too much about the story itself, because maybe you want to play it yourself after I talk so much, so excited about the game. There are some parts where I think, it would be interesting to completely have a different approach to this situation and see what happens then. And yeah, I personally decided to to give the characters, well, not the character, well, when making decisions, to follow a specific concept basically for each of the characters that sticks and stays true for the entire playthrough, unless something happens during the story that might then change my and hence the characters' approach. Over there are fish. This is good. So, and yeah, I try to keep this going, and so I would be very interested, how would this change if how would the story change? Hey, you, haha, got salmon. Let's, it's getting late. Let's jump back on the horse and sleep in the cabin, I guess. How would it affect the entire story? So even though I haven't completed the first playthrough, I'm already excited about starting a second playthrough. And yeah, the game in general has such a cool presentation. In the main menu, you basically get greeted by an agent, by a virtual character who talks to you, who greets you when starting playing the game, who welcomes you back when you reload the game after, well, the next day or so. So this is super exciting. This is super cool. This is really well made. And yeah, so I enjoy this game a lot, and I'm already looking forward to continue playing this and to find out more about the game and what happens in the game. So yeah, just some kind of recommendation for a good game. Try out Detroit Become Human. It's really, really exciting. Or look up on the game. Alright, salmon. Okay, now we do have 2 salmon in there. Maybe let's get a third one. Birch trees, what are you doing? Are you growing? I think we already had 2 birch trees. This is good. So let's catch a third salmon, and then I think we can harvest some trees. This is good. This is very good. Maybe I should have just crafted a second bucket, or search whether I do have a second bucket somewhere. I'm quite sure I do have a second bucket somewhere. Let's check the cabin if I do have a bucket there. If so, then I can also catch a third salmon, I guess. A fourth salmon, I mean. So yeah, this is just super cool. As discussed last time, teaching has officially started, and I think it's even worse than I anticipated. So this entire remote teaching, not remote teaching, the teaching on-premise, whatnot situation is truly okay. I don't think that I do have. Maybe I do have a second bucket, but I don't know where it is. Is truly weird. It is exactly like what I was discussing last time. So there are some students who are not in the town, so they of course would prefer remote online teaching. There are students that are here that definitely want to be in the lecture hall, that definitely want to have on-site teaching. There are some students that are just who do not understand that, hey, we do have to make those safety rules, or that the university enforces those safety rules, and they find it just hilarious that they have to be checked, and that there's, if they don't adhere to the rules, that there might be even a fine they do have to pay. So basically it's everything. it's everything I was thinking about when thinking about doing this thinking about teaching. So basically it's just everything, and it's really as bad as I anticipated. So yeah, this is not great. This is really, really bad, and I blame the students for their ignorance with regard to the rules of hygiene and protection. I mean, this makes sense, and you just have to accept it. You just have to respect it, and not just say, "Hey, this is nonsense." Which, in the end, also shows me that you can't basically say, "Hey, we are trusting in the student that they know what's right." No, they apparently don't, and this is not a surprise. I mean, just okay. Now we had 3 salmon. Let's hope that all the 3 salmon remain there. But this is cool. Okay, next time we need to find out if there are still 3 salmon. But this is exciting. This is nice. Nice. What are my birch trees doing? Still 2. And let's return to the construction site. Maybe a 3rd one has grown until we are there. No, you can't trust the students that they do the right thing, because everyone will do just a different thing. In the end, we have Corona going viral again. Yeah, I don't know. So the entire thing is really a mess, and aside from the acceptance of the rules for hygiene and protection, I mostly blame the university itself, that they did not do a proper job in preparing the upcoming lecture period and do a proper communication, that everything was done basically last minute. So, hey, this is not a surprise that everything is now chaotic, and thank you that the burden now is on my shoulders and not your shoulders as the leaders of the university. Thank you for nothing, I guess. But yeah, that's what it is, and now I have to see what I can make out of it. Oh dear. But anyways, recently aside from picking up Detroit Become Human, this is really great, and with the game I would also wonder, like some kind of experiment, would other people, I am quite sure other people would feel the same way as I do, when I or someone else plays a game, would they just like to enjoy to sit on the couch and watch the gameplay evolve like watching a good movie or so on the TV? I personally would, because I find it super interesting, super exciting. As I said, it's like an interactive movie. So I guess this would be cool if this would be really some kind of social game, or however you want to call it then, where it's not about, well, playing together, playing collaboratively, but more about enjoying it collaboratively. Enjoying it socially. This would be sharing the gameplay. This would be, I guess, a cool concept. But yeah, aside from picking up this game, I also realized by looking at my sports trackers and so on, I soon have to buy new running shoes, as one of, well, 2 pairs of my 3 pairs are closing on the 1,000 kilometer mark. So this really is the longest time I like to wear active running shoes. I mean, when I retire the running shoes, I will turn them into sneakers for daily use, basically. So I mean, they are not, of course you see they are used. I mean, no wonder when you run in running shoes for 1,000 kilometers, then of course they are getting used. But they're still good for daily use. I mean, there's nothing wrong with using those shoes again, and using them as some kind of your daily sneaker or so. But for running, the material really, well, not deteriorating, but the material starts to, well, be not as, well, it does not protect you anymore as good as as it would normally do. I mean, the cushioning is not as soft and cushioning as before, and all the important aspects about a good running shoe, of course, are getting used over time, and so they are not as good anymore. And this is the main reason why you should change why you shouldn't use a running shoe too long. And 1,000 kilometers is really the upper end, where then you should definitely get a new pair. And yeah, so I do have 2 pairs that are well used. One pair is at 970 kilometers, one pair is at 940 or something like this, and I do have the third pair is at 650, 700, I don't know, something like this. So yeah, I guess I need to get some new running shoes soon, which is fine. But yeah, just have to remember ordering a new pair or 2 new pairs or so. We will see. The only sad thing is a little bit the wrong word, but the only thing that will be somewhat sad is the fact that, hey, winter is coming, and as discussed last episode, some episodes ago, with winter there might be some rain, lots of rain again, lots of mud and so on. So after a few uses, the shoes will already look dirty again. And I mean, they are just new, they are brand new, and they are dirty. So this is always the sad thing when getting new running shoes, and no, this was the wrong thing. When getting new running shoes, and as soon as they are there, and after the first run they are already covered in mud or so. This is the life of a running shoe, so that's totally normal, but it's sad. It's very sad when they are, as soon as they are out of the box, they are dirty, basically. So this is as I said, this is the life of a running shoe. Speaking of sports, as discussed last Sunday, I guess, did another long run yesterday. So yesterday it were 17 kilometers, so I'm on track with my slow and gradual increase in the running distance of my long runs. So yesterday 17 kilometers was really good. I also do have the feeling that I noticed somewhat of a difference thanks to the stronger focus on strength training recently. That running, exhausting is not the right word, but I feel that in general the body is way more prepared, and mostly the upper body is more prepared for running. Not that I had problems in the past, but everything feels so much more comfortable, and this is great. And I just contributed to the stronger focus on strength training. That, like, okay, this is definitely the step into the right direction. So this is cool. I especially noticed this with those long runs, because that your upper body gets exhausted, or that your body in general gets exhausted, only happens when you really do long runs. I guess it would also happen in short runs when you're completely not used to it, but in my very case, it only starts when I really go on a longer distance. And so I think this is a good and great asset, a great supplement to the normal running and endurance training, to also have a stronger focus on strength training. I think this is really beneficial. So yeah, this is good. And the weather is also good. Today we do have once again super beautiful sunshine, clear blue sky, which means I guess I will go on a cycling trip today, because I do not know. Okay, still 3 salmon. This is nice. I do not know how long this weather will last, and as just said with my running shoes topic, once winter and fall truly hits us, I guess we are once again just dealing with lots of mud and rain and all this bad stuff, so there won't be cycling. And so I think I should just use the good weather as long as there is good weather for cycling. Soon there won't be weather for cycling anymore, and yeah, I guess so I will definitely do a cycling trip in soonish today. And with this, we are at the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you will be joining me next time. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, my name is Sebbi. See you!